I mean, I grew up on New York rap. I mean, you can't say that our early stages of hip hop were very corny compared to fucking New York hip hop. You get me? Thus, you know, when
corny are different.
Our shit was corny.
Oh, it was bad.
Our shit was corny. I mean, if you want to compare dudes like Grandmaster Flash, and you want to compare people like T-La Rock in the beginning, or the Fat Boys, or Curtis Blow, or Spoonie G, or Just Ice, compared to fucking the Wreckin' Crew and fucking Bobby Jimmy and the Critters and shit like that, we had fucking bullshit rap.
Stop it right there. We can continue if you want, but what are your thoughts so far on that?
I got that video today, man. One of my boys sent me that video, and it really kind of upset me, dude, because I don't really get emotional about this shit, but I think that's very disrespectful how the very motherfuckers that put you on, you can diss them like that, okay? And that would only happen on the West Coast, because most people don't know what the fuck we had to do to be able to put you on, even with our corny asses and all the shit that we had to do to be corny or whatever the case may be, to put you on and put you in a position where you can even be in a position to do something, getting still saying, hey man, we appreciate what y'all did. It was a little different. We rock with it, but it's gonna be a diss, man. And that's one of the things I hate about, I totally dislike about the West Coast, the whole West Coast scene. Everybody thinks that the times that we had coming up back in the day, the shit we did was all about fun, getting girls, making a few dollars. Our pastimes were about going to parties, having a good time. Our pastimes were not shooting and killing each other. We didn't take credit. We didn't get joy out of running from motherfuckers with guns behind us, shooting at us and shit. Okay, but because that became their pastime or their passion in some cases, that was the coolest shit to do. I don't know. I never understood how in the fuck is so cool to kill each other, to shoot each other. You know, my same brother was running from, was having issues with DJ Quick for years. Okay, Quick made a song about the shit. Okay, left out the G because the G ain't in you. Come on, man, miss me with that bullshit. But because we didn't have the same upbringing, man. We didn't have the same upbringing that Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 had. We was in LA, baby. It was sweet, sunshiny, beaches during the summertime. Girls fine as a motherfucker. What we mad about? Y'all niggas didn't get mad till the late 80s. They didn't get mad till the late 80s. So we was a joyful bunch of cats, man, having a damn good time. Yes, me, Bobby Jimmy, Egyptian Lover, rapping Duke. You know, they give credit, they give a little praise to Toddy T and Miss Master Spade, because they was kind of the leaders of all this shit. Okay, but that shit stayed, except for Toddy T, most of that shit stayed very regional, stayed here in the West Coast. We were the first ones to go national and make a name for the West Coast, period. Egyptian Lover, World Class Wrecking Crew, LA Dream Team. We were the ones that paved the way for this shit, man. It's disrespectful as fuck for somebody to tell you how corny you was when they came from your shit. The same niggas that I raised and paved the way for you made it easy for you to do what you do. Yeah. Man, talk about some corny shit? Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's keep it 100. How about some corny shit? I ain't mad at you, bro, but that ain't cool, man. I'm sorry, man. That ain't cool, dude. I cannot stand by and let somebody who I put in the game. CMW is a known fact. I brought him up, put him on my compilation album. They did a deal with Unknown, supported him from the very beginning. I'm not mad at them as a group. I just think what he's saying is very disrespectful to the pioneers of West Coast hip hop. Because if we ain't corny, motherfucker, you don't even come out. If we ain't corny, you don't even make it. You don't do nothing. You had to find me, this corny motherfucker, to get put on so you can do what you gonna do. Yeah, that's what I got to say about that.
There it is, man, from the godfather of West Coast hip hop himself. Thank you, OG Steve. He says salute Lonzo and Dusty. Shout out from Allerton, Bronx, New York. Bronx is in the building, man. Speaking
Bronx
of where
in the
hip hop
house.
was born. Thanks for the love, man. There it is, Lonzo. Maybe they'll invite you back on the show to discuss it like they did last time.
Yeah, man, dude, I just don't understand it, man. And this is something that, and this goes right back to what I've always said, that the true story of hip hop. First of all, none of these motherfuckers know what I had to go through. None of these people know what not Dre, but Roger went through. I went through. All they know is y'all benefited from our efforts, okay? And for y'all to twist your mouth to say what we did was corny, you was a baby when I was being corny. You was watching me be corny before you even became whatever you became. So as we evolved and hip hop evolved on the West Coast more than it did on the East Coast, it shifted. Think about this, man. Think about this for a minute, for real. 100, okay? East Coast had a vibe, and it pretty much the same vibe all the way through. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, they came out with some serious message songs, and they made a lot of sense. Public Enemy, Fat Boys was all fun and games. Curtis Blow was a party guy, okay? Kool Moe Dee was a party guy, but he was a smart brother, okay? LL Cool J had his party grooves, but he was aggressive. It was a different style, okay? We were all about the party. We were all 4 DJs. I'm not gonna make no excuses for my shit. We were 4 DJs. We was in the party, and that's what the scene was in Compton before you even found me. Okay, that was the party scene. That was the scene around the country pretty much. So we stayed busy, but all of a sudden, everybody wants to take up genocide as a new hobby, and everything else before that ain't shit. That's bullshit, man. That ain't right, dude. That's not right. That ain't cool, and it'll never be cool with me. You would never say that about Cool Herc. You would never say that about Grandmaster Flash Furious 5. You would never say that about nobody on the West Coast. On the East Coast. But you'll call the people that put you in the game, brought you on the game, corny. How the fuck you do that? That's disrespectful. That's like saying your mama's corny, your daddy's corny. Because the shit you did that they did coming up, you don't do no more. So now anything before you was corny. Man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And anybody they say different, let me know. That's like saying a 64 Chevy is bullshit because you got a fucking Tesla now. No, man, it's classic, baby. That's what it was. That's what it was. It's classic. You don't diss the 64 because it didn't have automatic windows or it had the stick shift in it. You don't do that, man. And you just don't do that, Doc. And I think that's disrespectful, man. 100.